Hi, this is Bruce Parker, and welcome to our top secret tip for buyers. And our top secret tip for buyers is buyer rebates. I bet you've never heard of buyer rebates because your salesperson has probably never told you. So let's get started and talk about how buyer rebates work. First of all, if you want more information, go to iwantarebate.com. My name is Bruce Parker. I'm the broker of Best Realty in Highland Park, New Jersey. I've been a real estate professional for over 30 years. I've been buying and selling real property in Middlesex County since 1978, and I've been a broker for 23 years. So again, anything I can do to help, please give me a call. I'll be glad to help. This is about our home buyer rebate program that we're offering this spring. This is to help people be able to buy homes. Now, we understand that prices have gone way up, and we understand that interest rates have gone way up, making homes very, very much unaffordable. So we have something that we could do that can help, and that's to pay a buyer rebate. Buyer rebates were illegal in New Jersey up to just a little while ago. As a matter of fact, it wasn't until February of 2010 that New Jersey modified their real estate commission rules and allowed a buyer rebate to be paid to a buyer. So questions that might come up are, aren't rebates to buyers and sellers prohibited in New Jersey? Not anymore. Not to buyers. Change in the law on 17K section under the Title 45, Chapter 15, the real estate license law says that brokers may pay rebates to buyers. Still can't pay rebates to sellers, but we can pay rebates to buyers. So only a broker can pay a rebate to a buyer. Only a broker can pay a rebate to a buyer, not a real estate salesperson. Although a salesperson can authorize a rebate through their broker, but only a broker can pay it. In addition, the law is very clear that the rebate can only be paid to buyers, not to sellers, not to lessors or lessees. So if a broker decides to give a rebate to a buyer, does the agreement have to be in writing, or can it be informal within the relationship with the buyers? Well, the answer is it has to be in writing according to the law. Any agreement to provide a rebate to buyers must be in writing and must be entered into at the onset of your brokerage relationship with the buyers. That means you can't come when you're about to close and say, give me a rebate. You have to have entered into that agreement at the beginning of your relationship. And it can be a written document or an electronic document. Now, the question is, are there any tax implications if the buyers receive a rebate? And there may well be. The broker providing the rebate, therefore, must recommend that the buyer speak to a tax professional and or an attorney concerning the tax implications of receiving the rebate. It's also recommended that the broker get the information necessary to file a 1099 form for the buyers if the buyers are getting the rebate in the form of a check. Do I have to tell the listing agent that there's a buyer rebate? Well, the answer is, according to the law, yes. Any broker providing a rebate to buyers must disclose the payment of the rebate to all parties involved in the transaction, including the listing agent, the sellers, and the mortgage lender, if applicable. In addition, the broker must comply with all state and federal requirements with respect to the disclosure of the payment of the rebate. That means a 1099. Now, there is a methodology in which the rebate is not a taxable event, and that is where you have the seller reduce their price by a certain amount of money, and the broker agrees to reduce their commission by an equivalent amount of money, thereby netting the same to the seller. And using that methodology, there may not be a 1099 required. So where do I find these agreements that allow buyer broker rebates to be paid? Well, in New Jersey Association of Realtors, there are 5 different agreements that we can find online. One of them will surely fit you. Here is exactly how it works. We're allowed to share part of the buyer broker commission with the buyer. The rebate can be applied to your closing costs. The rebate can be paid to you at closing. The rebate can be, like we said before, in the form of a lower sales price with an equivalent lowering of the buy-side commission. And as an example, if you're buying a $400,000 house, typically the commission is 5%, although all commissions are negotiable and they're made by negotiation between the seller and the listing broker. But let's just say you've got a $400,000 house and a 5% commission. 2.5% is going to go to the listing side, the listing office. 2.5% is going to go to the buy side office, the office that represents the buyer. 2.5% of 400,000 is $10,000. I'm offering to split with you half of my buy side commission. So you buy that $400,000 house, it has a 2.5% buy side commission. You're going to get half of my $10,000. If it's only a 2% commission and it's a $400,000 house, you're going to get half of my $8,000. If it's only a 1% commission, and sometimes listing agents do put things at 1%, if it's a 1% commission, you're going to get half of my commission, 1% of $10,000 of $400,000, which is $4,000 commission, $2,000 to you. So again, there's all kinds of opportunities for you to get some money in your pocket, offset your closing costs, buy down your interest rate using this buyer broker rebate. Now, again, why am I doing this? Well, I do believe that buyers need a break right now. Prices have gone up so high and interest rates have gone up so high. It's appropriate to maybe be giving some buyer rebates, because after all, prices have more than doubled in 3 years, which means the commission I get on each transaction is more than doubled in 3 years. I'm willing to kind of set the clock back and return part of that commission to you. Again, we have to enter into that buyer brokers agreement at the beginning of our relationship. Here's a copy of one of the 5 types of buyer broker agreements that New Jersey Association of Realtors has on their website. And this is the one I like to use the most because it's very simple. I'll be happy to sit down with you and explain exactly how it works. How do you get started? If you want a buyer's rebate, if you want to shop for a house and find out if a buyer's rebate is right for you and a buyer broker agreement for a buyer's rebate is right for you, easy. Call me 908-202-5738 or text me 908-202-5738, and I'll be glad to help you get started. One more thing, maybe you want to get all the commission. Well, if your new broker allows that, get your real estate license. And I have a way for you to do that. We have a real estate licensing school where we teach the 75 hours pre-licensing course, and it's the best school of realestate.biz. Again, you can give me a call at 908-202-5738, or you can go directly to the best school of realestate.biz and sign up, find out more information. And we offer a plan where you can actually sit in on our classes before you decide if you're going to pay and join. Makes it real easy. Again, I really believe that real estate is a very important thing. It helps people's families build wealth intergenerationally. And again, it's a very good way for people to move forward with their lives by buying real estate. Any other questions, please feel free to call me. I look forward to doing business with you. And remember, you deserve the best realty. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.